Hello, everyone. I'm Damon Schmidt with Royal Sun Cannabis, and tonight we're going to have a community outreach meeting. The point of tonight's meeting is to explain the proposed marijuana establishment's use and provide information about potential impacts to the neighborhood and the community as a whole. All right. So if anyone is out in the audience and wants to ask a question, I will do my best to answer it. There are 11 bullet points that I need to address for the Cannabis Control Commission. So what I'm going to do is read through all 11 of them, and then I will open it up to any questions. So I'm going to read off what the Cannabis Control Commission wants us to address, and then I will give the answer. So number one, the location of the proposed marijuana establishments. It is at 1 North Main Street in East Templeton, Massachusetts. Number two, what type of marijuana establishments will be sited at the location? There will be a retail store and also a delivery service for recreational marijuana. Number three, is the proposed marijuana establishment allowed under current zoning bylaws, ordinances, or is a zoning amendment required to allow it to go there? The answer is currently allowed, and there may be a bylaw addition for the delivery service going forward. Number four, is the proposed marijuana establishment allowed by right, or does it require local zoning permitting? What permits are required? It requires a special permit. Number five, is there a local licensing regulation pertaining to marijuana establishments? Yes, you need to submit a special permit to the select board. Number six, is there a local board of health regulation pertaining to marijuana establishments? No. Number seven, does the proposed location comply with the 500-foot buffer zone from existing public or private school buildings K through 12? Yes. Do local bylaws or ordinance create a smaller buffer zone? No. Number eight, if the applicant is moving into an existing building or building a new one, will its premises comply with the security requirements set forth in 935 CMR 500? Yes, we will. We share our security plan with the chief of police and get his sign off before we open. Number nine, what steps will be taken by the marijuana establishment to prevent diversion to minors? We only sell to people age 21 and up, and we check IDs multiple times before purchase and use child-resistant packaging. Number 10, information demonstrating how the applicant intends to ensure that the location will not constitute a nuisance to the community as defined by law. We will be following all Templeton bylaws and regulations and make sure we are not a nuisance to the community as defined by law. Number 11, a plan for how the marijuana establishment will positively impact the community. The biggest way that we impact the community is we pay a percentage of revenue to Templeton. So those are the 11 bullet points that I just needed to address for the CCC. Now I'd like to open it up to some questions. Some of the common questions are, what time are you open? So we'll probably be doing a 9 to 9 or maybe a 10 to 9, 7 days a week. We might cut those hours down on Sunday and also on Monday and Tuesday. In terms of the parking, we do not allow anybody to loiter in the parking lot. No one is allowed to smoke in the parking lot either or consume cannabis. So I'm just going to check to see if there are any questions out there. And let's see. I don't see any questions. So what I'll do is kind of just hold on for a minute until I see something pop up here. And sometimes people ask us how many people do they expect a day. We're looking for 125 to possibly 175. There's currently going to be about 400 stores open in Massachusetts. So there are already one in Gardner with another one planned. So there's two going to be in Gardner, one in Templeton, or one in Hubbardston, two in Athol, two in Orange, 3 in Winchendon, and I think I got 1 in Phillipston already, and then 1 in Templeton. So there's quite a few of them out there. And that's some more commentary, but we don't seem to have anyone with any questions. Anybody in the audience with any questions? No one in the audience with any questions. So this is actually my 10th community outreach meeting that I've held, and about half of them, this actually happens where we don't get any questions during the meeting. I will stay on 2 more minutes and wait for some questions. All right. No questions from the one audience member.
I have all my questions answered. I asked them prior to.
All right. Okay, it would show up on the screen if there was questions, right?
Yes,
It would just show up here. All right.
it would be on the right side of the screen.
Do not see anything at all. They would just pop up, right?
I can look at it.
Yeah, all right. We're just making sure there are no questions. That would help. All right. All right, so we will, once again, we're holding the community outreach meeting. We went through somewhat of the topics that we need to cover, and we don't seem to have any questions. So that's about it, folks. I think we're going to close the meeting. So if anyone does have any questions, we can be reached at info@royalstonfarm.com. Thank you.